What's going on, everybody? So today we're going to be talking about cutting checks. You may be wondering, okay, what is a check and why are we cutting it? All right, so cutting checks, this right here, instead of using cash in the casino, we end up using these, which are known as checks, or you may know them as chips, although that word is actually a little bit different, but if you want to call them chips, by all means, go for it. But this is what we refer to as a check. It's spelled C-H-E-Q-U-E-S, typically. So this is just much more efficient to deal with whenever we're trying to take money or pay someone, and you'll see why in a little bit, but we deal with this a lot. And so we have to be able to take this as a good amount, kind of like this, and we have to be able to run that down and cut it down in an efficient manner, so that way both surveillance, the cameras up above, as well as the floor supervisor, the players, and us, everyone will understand how much is there. So this is an extremely important skill for everyone to know that's a dealer. And if you don't know how to do this, it's going to be extremely embarrassing when you're dealing the game. But you probably wouldn't get that far if you don't know how to cut checks. So this is something that you really want to practice every day while you're practicing becoming a dealer. So this is going to be difficult to show in this format. So I'm going to show you guys a more close-up angle of how I'm going to do this. And so we're going to move over to there from here. However, if you happen to have long nails, this may be pretty difficult for you. But I do have another person, Erica. She has very long nails too, and she's been cutting checks for years, and she'll show you how to do it if you happen to have long nails. So let's get to that more close-up view, and I'll show you guys how to do that. All right, so first thing we're going to talk about is going to be a stack of checks. So when we talk about a stack is always 20, all right? So anytime we say, hey, go ahead and grab a stack of checks, we're always talking about 20. Just remember that. So we're going to start with 20. That's usually what we start with. We're going to pick it up off the table. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our pointer finger, and we're going to find anything higher than 5. We're going to offset a little bit. If your hands are too small to do this, I have a different version, so just hold on for that. For the first stack is the only one that's going to be different if you have small hands. But if you have big hands or you can do this, then definitely go this route. So we're going to do this. This is what we call a drop cut, because this first little section that we sectioned off, we're going to drop it on the table just like that. When we do a drop cut, make sure you do not trickle it on the table. That's not considered correct. So we're going to lift, offset, and once I come here, what I do is I push with my pointer finger off. We're going to take the remaining checks that are in our hand. I'm going to set it on the table. Be sure to leave a gap between the two. If you don't leave a gap, you will probably set it on top of that bottom one, and then when you go to actually size in, you'll have 4 instead of 5. So we'll be sure to leave a gap. Then we're going to grab the rest, and all that's going to happen here is our pinky and thumb are going to be here, and all we're going to do is we're going to push this into that. Once it's there, the pinky and thumb will stay there. The pointer finger is what's going to do everything from this point on. The pointer finger is going to reach over the top. You're going to touch here, slide across, and when your finger comes to a stop, your pointer finger will lift. Notice that I'm not moving my entire hand. I'm only moving the pointer finger up. That's it. We're going to remove everything. We're going to set it on the table, leaving a gap, and we're just going to repeat the same thing we just did. Pinky thumb will push, pointer finger will slide, stop, lift, and then remove. And this last one, same thing. We're going to put there, leave a gap, pinky thumb again, push, and slide. Now you may be wondering, why are we sliding our finger across? The reason that we're doing that is because we have to do something called sizing in when we cut checks. It's the same way that we pay somebody. So if we have the same color and we run our finger across the top to show that they are the same height, then they're going to be the same amount. So that pointer finger dragging across the top is not optional. You'll see a lot of people, even people who are currently dealing at the casinos, you'll see them try to cut checks like this. And yes, it can be done that way, but it's absolutely not professional because it's not a way of proving what you're actually paying. Because the surveillance cameras need to make sure that you are actually making sure that they're the same height. And when you're in school for dealing, you're going to notice that a lot of people end up getting those heights wrong. The best way to make sure you're right, run your finger across it and actually size in. So we're gonna speed it up just a little bit more. I'm gonna show you, we're gonna do the exact same techniques. So I'm gonna go pointer finger, drop the whole thing, leave a space, pinky thumb, push. Slide my finger across, lift, remove, drop, pinky thumb, push. Slide my finger across, lift, remove, drop, leave a gap, pinky thumb, push, slide. We're putting our pointer finger across these two to make sure that these two are equal. And that's going to be it. That is how you cut checks.
Hi everyone, I'm Erica and I'm going to show you how to cut checks with your nails. Well, long nails. Alright guys, so I'm just kind of picking up where Byron left off, and the only difference is I have nails. So, you can go ahead and use your nail to help pick where you are supposed to be drop cutting. Your first stack that you're going to be placing on the table must be drop cut, and you use your nail to adjust it. Your thumb and everything else is just going to be normal, like without nails. Only thing is you're using the nail to create the separation instead of your actual finger. So place it. Then from there, everything else is the same. Pinky and thumb, bring forward. Only difference is you're giving it to your nail to do the light drag, then pick up. Then bring over, light drag, then pick up with the nail. Alright? If your nails are not good quality or weak and brittle, you're not going to have that trust in the nail in order to pick up the stack. Okay? But it's very simple. If anything, some people think it's easier because they think you have a little bookmarker with your nail. Use the tip of your nail to count how many checks. Your first stack is going to be the one that you focus on the most for your drop cut. The rest you need to just size in. Your final stack, you are just going to do one final size in on the last two stacks. So, use your nail as like a little bookmark to create the separation. Then you're going to push off with the nail, just a little bit. Then place the rest, size in, pointer. Oop. Frick. I'm doing it way too slow now. Right? Then size. Because of how slow I'm doing it, it's looking a little weird, but ooh, bam. So fingernail, just being your little bookmarker, and final little. And here's another angle so you can see.
So I hope that was helpful to you guys. Just know that this is gonna take a lot of practice. We wanna be able to not only do it with our right hand, but also be able to do it with our left hand as well. Because during the game of Blackjack, we're gonna have to be sizing in and cutting checks all the time. And especially once we leave Blackjack and we go to other games, we're gonna have to do it with both of our hands even more. So it doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed, you have to get comfortable with doing both hands. A good drill is just cut checks with your right, and then try it with your left. Or you can put a stack of 5 on the table, have a stack in each hand, kind of like this, and size into that stack, size in, size in, size in, and just go back and forth and alternate. That's probably a good drill that you can do as well. As far as having checks, making sure you have something to practice, just make sure that you guys can also go to the casino and you can buy $20 worth of checks. So you can actually get these are $1. And then you can take them home, you can practice with them as long as you want, and then when you're done with them, you can turn them back into the casino and get your money back. Yeah, that's one option. Or you can go to Amazon, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Walgreens. There's a lot of places that actually have these as full sets as well. But getting at least 20 is going to be extremely important while you're trying to learn how to be a dealer. So go ahead and watch the video as many times as you need. If this is going to be on YouTube, you can also go to the settings icon and you can slow the video down if you need to. So hopefully this was helpful. Just go ahead and get practicing because this is going to be an important skill.